Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. Today is 211. So, yeah, I did a little bit more just, I guess, research and trying to figure out what I want to do more on the YouTube side of things. So, for YouTube, I'm thinking kind of more along the lines where I guess I'm not changing so much of like what happened from today and more going into like how or what was the most interesting thing and how it went about and kind of just describing like the day in that sense. So, in a way, like, say I called 12 people, I out of those 12 people, what did I learn? So, in a sense, like, what's a probate deal? What were they interested in the offer? Something along those lines. I don't really know how to go about it very well just yet. That's something I'm not too sure of, but we'll get to the point where it's fine either way. Ooh, excuse me. But overall, I happy with what I'm doing so far, but I did end up getting a or winning like a little giveaway thing from Richard. I got a 30-minute like one-on-one session with him. So I just guessed something right because it was some sort of like what city skyline is this, and I just had a feeling it was going to be Detroit, so I put Detroit right away or right before. I just typed it in and ended up being what he ended up wanting to do. I mainly figured that because it was just like, I don't know, some sort of intuition. But either way, because he does a lot of real estate deals in Detroit, so I was like, well, it's probably going to be something he does. It was going to be either like Detroit or like Chicago, or not Chicago, Cleveland, Ohio, something somewhere around those. But it was worth giving it a shot. So I got that. I'm gonna be trying to do that for tomorrow, see if that can help me out a little bit, but I don't really have much to go off of. Like, I'm just trying to grow this, so I might ask him a few questions over YouTube because he does YouTube every day and he does like all shorts, everything like that. So that might be something to go into detail about, but I'm trying to understand what I need to do better in wholesaling to be able to grow this faster and actually find deals a lot quicker. As it seems like I'm just not finding deals quick, but others tend to be finding deals relatively quickly. But that's also because I'm probably not doing enough volume, which the volume is the necessary key to wholesaling. The more volume you do, the more deals you'll get to, or more offers you'll get to send out, which then more offers means possibly more deals. So I just have to continue putting out offers. So in that sense, everybody like putting out the amount of work that is needed is the hardest part. Like if you are able to call 100 people a day for 100 days straight or whatever, then you are gonna get something or continue growing yourself to be able to get to the point where it's a lot easier for you. I've done this for not wholesaling. I've done wholesaling for just under 3 months now. But like the outbound calls and everything from the cleaning business, I've been doing that for coming up on 3 years. So it's not like it's gonna be instant gratification. Like I'm still in the weeds trying to get this working. I had a restart, or not had a restart. I did a restart with going selling the cleaning company, coming into the wholesaling business, as that basically puts me back at square one, but with new skills. I already have the skills of calling. I have the skills of marketing. I have the skills of talking with people. That's the hardest part if you don't know any of that. Like, I am getting better. I still am not perfect. I need to keep working and learning more stuff, but that's a part of the journey. Like, you're not going to be perfect day one. You need to stick with the thing that you want to do and continue doing it over and over every day. And then once you get your one thing down, then you have that perfect, then you're able to move on to your next thing that you need to get down. So basically, in this sense, I'm working on my sales skills. Once I have that like to a point where I don't really need to continue growing it, like that would be more on the back burner. Whereas I need to move on to say like leadership or marketing again or whatever one thing I need to do, like focusing on a single thing instead of focusing and trying to multitask all sorts of things because that's how you slow yourself down. You don't have your max potential doing multiple things as studies have shown. If you think you're a like a quote unquote multitasker, you're going to be slower than just somebody that's doing one singular thing and doing that until they're done and then moving to the next thing because their brain is not going to be going back and forth because our brains are single like single hardwired for one thing at a time, not so much multitasking. Our brains just don't multitask, so that's what I'm trying to get myself back into because I need to do just a single task over and over because I used to be one of the people that said, well, I could just multitask and do all sorts of things a lot quicker doing it that way, but that's not the truth. Like, multitasking is not going to get you anywhere. You can still do it, it'll just be a lot slower. So that's where I'm at. I'm also reading the One Thing book. That's why this is coming out too. And yeah, outside of that, like nothing too crazy happened today. I sent out my offers. I believe I got 10-ish offers out. Got around eight response from like follow-up messages and whatnot. I think it was like a weekly message that they gave me a response, and then made a few calls. I think it was like 20 something calls, but I got like somewhat of my dailies in because my dailies is about 15 offers out, and then that's the biggest one that you need to do is offers. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it for me today. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Marcus out.